On the 8th of July 2014, a football match broke a nation's heart in just 6 minutes. This is the story of the worst night in Brazilian football history. Welcome to Goal to Vault. To understand how bad it was, you first have to understand what Brazil is. Brazil is the most successful football nation on earth. 5 World Cups, more than any other country. A place where football isn't just a sport, it's an identity, a religion. And in 2014, the World Cup came home. For the first time since 1950, Brazil would host the tournament. The whole country had one dream: win it, at home, in front of their people. Their golden boy was Neymar. The 22-year-old carried the hopes of 200 million people on his back. Brazil ground their way through the group stage and into the knockout rounds. And then in the quarterfinal against Colombia, disaster struck. A knee slammed into Neymar's back, a fractured vertebra. His World Cup was over. Brazil's talisman was gone. On top of that, their captain, Thiago Silva, was suspended for the semifinal. Brazil would face the mighty Germany without their best attacker and their best defender. But still, this was Brazil at home. Surely they would find a way. Nobody saw what was coming next. Germany were not just any opponent. They were a machine built patiently over a decade. Cold, precise, and ruthless. Players like Toni Kroos, Thomas Müller, and Philipp Lahm. A team engineered to punish a single mistake. And on this night in Belo Horizonte, in front of 58,000 Brazilian fans, they would punish everything. The match kicked off to a wall of noise. Brazil came flying out, all emotion, all passion, playing for a wounded nation. For 10 minutes it was a game. Then in the 11th minute, Germany won a corner. Thomas Müller was left completely unmarked. He swept it in, 1-0. A gut punch, but there was time, no reason to panic. What happened over the next 6 minutes has never been seen in a World Cup, before or since. The 23rd minute, Miroslav Klose scores. With that goal, he becomes the all-time leading scorer in World Cup history. 2-0. The 24th minute, just 60 seconds later, Toni Kroos, 3-0. The 26th minute, Kroos again, a quick 1-2 slotted home, 4-0. The 29th minute, Sami Khedira, 5-0. Read that again. In the space of 6 minutes, Germany scored 4 goals. 5 goals in total before the half-hour mark in a World Cup semifinal. The stadium fell into a silence you could feel. The cameras found Brazilian fans in the crowd, openly weeping. Children with painted faces crying into their parents' shoulders. Grown men with their heads in their hands, simply unable to understand what they were watching. Some fans, incredibly, began to applaud the Germans. This wasn't a defeat anymore, it was a collapse, a national trauma unfolding live on television. And it was still only halftime. The second half was almost merciful by comparison, but the pain continued. Germany brought on Andre Schürrle. In the 69th minute, he made it 6. In the 79th minute, he made it 7. 7 goals against Brazil in Brazil. The crowd now cheered every German pass, mocking their own team, a sound of pure despair. Deep into stoppage time, Oscar pulled one back for Brazil. A goal that meant nothing, greeted with hollow silence. The final whistle blew, Germany 7, Brazil 1. The numbers are almost impossible to believe. It was Brazil's heaviest defeat in over a century. It ended a 62-match unbeaten run at home in competitive matches. It was the joint heaviest defeat any host nation had ever suffered. And it shattered the dreams of an entire country in a single evening. Germany went on to win the final, becoming world champions. But this match became bigger than the tournament itself. In Brazil, it has a name, the Mineirazo. Named after the stadium, the Mineiro, where it happened. It sits alongside the Maracanazo of 1950 as one of the 2 great wounds in Brazilian football. And to this day, many Brazilians will not say the score out loud. They simply call it that game. A 6-minute storm that humbled the kings of football on their own soil in front of the whole world. That is the night the 7-1 happened. If this story gave you chills, hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. We unlock a new piece of football history every single day. So from all of us here at Goal to Vault, the vault opens again tomorrow.